Hi, this content presents the actual chords and shows you my interpretation of the guitar part. I started my interpretation with double stops, and double stops are two tones played at the same time. So here are the double stops. Looking at the tablature, you see that one line has number 4. That line actually represents the second string. And the number 4 tells you that the second string is to be played or plucked at 4th fret. So this tone. And the other line, which actually represents the third string, has number 5, and that tells you that the third string is to be played or plucked at 5th fret. And since those numbers are lined up, that means you'll have to play them at the same time. And when you have two tones played at the same time, that's a double stop. So on the tab you see those numbers, so the playing is this way. And since looking at the tablature you see that within beat number 1, there are 3 pairs. So that means you will have to play them. You'll have to play these two tones 3 times within beat number 1. And also 3 times within beat number 2. And also 3 times within beat number 3. And also 3 times within beat number 4. So playing them for one measure, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how I would play it. And the next double stop is where you see numbers 1 and 4. You see number 4 still on the same string, which is the second string. You have the number 4 there. And the other line has number 1, which is actually the third string. So we'll have to pluck these two together. So for this double stop, I'll be using my pinky to play the second string at 4th fret and my index finger to play the third string at 1st fret. The playing is the same as the first double stop. And you will have to play this within one measure. So 3 times at count 1 and 3 times at count 2, 3 times at count 3, and 3 times at count 4. So within one measure, it sounds like this. So with counting 1, 2, 3, 4. For the next part is actually this double stop. The first string is played at 1st fret and the second string is played at 2nd fret. So looking at the top, you see one line with number 2. That's actually the second string played at 2nd fret. And another line has number 1, and that's actually the third string played at 1st fret. So we'll have to play this at the same time. And it's played at beat number 1 for 3 times. 1. But at beat number 2, you see another pair of double stops, 1 and 4. You keep this one, and the other one is with the second string played at 4th fret. So all you have to do is just keep the first double stop and then go into the next double stop at beat number 2. Just position your pinky at 4th fret. And you're going to play this double stop right at count 2. And then after that, you go back to the first double stop. That means all you have to do is just take out the pinky and play the first double stop for 2 more times. So it goes like this. At beat number 2, you have this. And the same thing happened at beat number 3. You have to position your pinky again right at beat number 3. Then release for the first double stop. And you do the same thing at 4th beat or 4th count. So for the whole measure, you have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for the next part, you have double stops. Number 4 on the second string and number 3 on the third string. That means the second string to be played at 4th fret and the third string to be played at 3rd fret. So if you notice, the previous double stop is this one, which has the number 2 on the second string and number 1 on the third string. Now going to this double stop, all you have to do is you keep this shape, the formation of these two fingers, and move them 2 frets up. and you get to this next double stop, and you do the same 3 times at beat number 1, 1, and then 3 times at beat number 2, and then at beat number 3 you see a left hand technique that shows 3H4. It tells you that this time you have the first string to ring out at 3rd fret, and 3H4 means this string must be plucked right at 3rd fret and then hammered at 4th fret. That's what H means, hammer on. Since this left hand technique is to be played at the same time with these double stops, then the fingering would be your index finger, use it as a bar to press 3 strings, the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st string. And then you have your middle finger on the 2nd string at 4th fret. Now going to beat number 3 where you have the 3H4, this time you're going to pluck 3 strings, the 3rd, the 2nd, and the 1st strings. So right at beat number 3 you're going to pluck 3 strings, and then while the 1st string stringing, you'll have your 3rd finger or the ring finger to hammer on the 1st string at 4th fret. So that sound. So together, that's what you get. So at beat number 3, you have, and then release it, or you can keep it there the whole time. Just pluck the 3rd and the 2nd string 2 more times at beat number 3, and then 3 times more at beat number 4. So the whole thing for that measure goes like this. So with counting, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as a summary, these are the double stops that I have used for the first part of the song. The next one is this. It's followed by this. And then this one. And this one is the one where we have the hammer on. The song is written in key of G sharp, and the actual chords are this. This is G sharp. If you look at the table of chord diagram, you have your index finger to be positioned as a bar. It presses all 6 strings at 4th fret, and then your middle finger on the 3rd string at 5th fret, your ring finger on the 5th string at 6th fret, and your pinky on the 4th string at 6th fret. So that's G sharp. It's followed by F minor. Same thing, you have your index to press all 6 strings, but this time for F minor, it's at 1st fret. Actually, the shape is basically similar to G sharp. All you have to do is to F minor, just slide the whole thing with the index at 1st fret and these 2 fingers at 3rd fret. But for this chord, F minor, you will have to take out your middle finger. And that's F minor. And the next chord is C sharp. C sharp is commonly played with this shape. If you look at the table of chord diagram, it shows you that you will have to press 5 string with your index finger at 4th fret, and the other fingers, the middle finger on the 4th string at 6th fret, ring finger on the 3rd string at 6th fret, and pinky on the 2nd string at 5th fret, with the dead string not to be played. You can actually position your index finger to press all 6 strings. Just don't strum the 6th string. You start from here, as this is C sharp. But I would rather use this shape of C sharp. This is C. C sharp is actually a sound that is half step higher than C. That means you can actually create C sharp by using this shape. All you have to do is raise each of these fingers 1 fret higher. That means 3rd finger goes to here, and the middle finger goes to the next fret on the same string, and your index finger on the 2nd fret. So all these 3 fingers are still on the same string, except that you have moved 1 fret up. But this can't be C sharp yet. You also have to raise the open strings, and that is the 1st string, which is played open for chord C. You will have to raise it also. That means you will have a finger pressing it at 1st fret, And same thing on the third string. The third string is open for C major chord. To raise it to C sharp, you will have to press also the third string at first fret. So for C sharp, all the open strings will have to be played at first fret. Since we only have 4 fingers to press the strings and you have to press 2 strings more, the first and the second, luckily the first and the second are to be pressed both at the same fret, so I would use my index to press it together. I'll just lay my index across all 6 strings, and then I will have my second finger on the second string at 2nd fret, and my ring finger on the 4th string at 3rd fret, and my pinky on the 5th string at 4th fret. If you notice, these 3 fingers is just like the C, which is right at this fret. But since we are producing C sharp with the same shape, so I'll have to raise these 3 fingers or move these 3 fingers 1 fret up. But since the open strings are to be played also or to be raised by 1 fret up, then I need my index finger there, so I can play it with this shape. Or I can actually position my index finger to press all 6 strings. But of course, for this chord, the 6th string is not to be played, so I just press it like this. So this is C sharp. The next chord is D sharp. Now we can use the same shape. If this is C sharp, if I move everything, I move the whole thing 1 fret up, then it becomes D. And moving it for 1 more fret up, then this becomes D sharp. Most people would play D sharp with this shape, but I find this shape more appropriate for this song. So for this song, we have this chord, G sharp, F minor, C sharp, and D sharp. Now as for the right hand, for the finger picking part, which is what I used to play the next part of the song, following the double stops, I'm introducing a finger picking pattern which we call PIMAMI. And that means you begin with your thumb, as thumb is represented by letter P, and then it is followed by index finger as I for the index finger, and then it is followed by the middle finger as M represents the middle finger, and then the letter A represents the ring finger. So the sequence is you begin with thumb, then your index, middle finger, ring finger, and then back to middle finger and then index finger. So on the strings it goes like this: P, I, M, A, M, I. For G sharp, the P actually is on the 6th string. The thumb. The P represents the thumb, and the thumb plays the 6th string. And then the index finger, represented by I, always plucks the 3rd string. And the middle finger, represented by M, always plucks the 2nd string. And the ring finger, represented by A, always plucks the 1st string. Since the pattern is PIMAMI, it spells out P, I, M, A, M, I. So that's how it goes. All you have to do is just follow the sequence of the letters. P, I, M, A, M, I. So that's how I would finger pick G sharp. And then for F minor, this is the shape of F minor. Again, the string that your thumb, which is represented by letter P, plucks is the 6th string again. And same thing for the index finger, 3rd string. Same thing for the middle finger, 2nd string. Same thing for the ring finger, 1st string. But since the pattern is P, I, M, A, M, I. So that's how it goes. And then for C sharp, this is the shape that I am introducing for this content. For this time, the P, the thumb, plucks the 5th string, the one played by the pinky. So that's how it goes. B, I, M, A, M, I. And for D sharp, the strings that your thumb picks is the same string, which is the 5th string. P, I, M, A, M, I. And for the performance video or demonstration, click this card. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like. Subscribe to be notified automatically for new uploads. Thank you for watching.